Hi guys, welcome back to Lost in My Library. My name is Kate. Today I'm doing a tag. I am doing the picture this first kiss beneath the moonlight. Sorry. That was just the first thing that came to mind. Big Time Rush fan, in the house here, has a song called Picture This. So that's just the thing that came to mind. I saw Jim's books reading and stuff do this recently, and so I decided I was going to do it. Bring back Tag Thursday. This was originally created by, by the wonderful Shelley Swearington and Jack at Spread Bookjoy, so I will be linking their stuff in the description. As always, this is about picture books, I do believe. Some classic picture books, and I saw the first one and I was like, I don't think I know that one. So we're gonna see how this goes. I see the second one, and I recognize the second one. So I might have some fun stories to tell kind of along the way about some of these books because of something. Well, I'll get there. So number one is Love You Forever, and this is written by Robert Munsch and illustrated by Sheila McGraw, and that is to name a book you will imagine you'll love forever. That's gotta be House of Hades by Rick Riordan. This is my all-time favorite book ever. So I can't imagine not loving this book. This book, if I was to describe it in four words, Percy, Annabeth, angsty adventure is how I would describe House of Hades. That's just half of it, but there's so much going on in this book, and I can't imagine not loving this book ever. I can't imagine not loving this author ever. So it holds a very special place in my heart, and I love House of Hades so much. The next question is, number 2 is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, Very Bad, No Good, Very Bad. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, Very Bad, No Good Day. This is written by Judith Viorst and illustrated by Ray Cruz. Fun fact, in high school, I was in a theater troupe called Kids, and we did, basically we did took a lot of these classic children's books and acted them out, and it was a lot of fun. And one of them that we did was Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day is how we did it, which I think, I don't know, have we been saying it wrong? That's how we did it. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I don't know. Whatever. Written by Judith, I already said that. Which books or comforting things do you turn to when you are having a bad day? If I want some comforting books, I obviously turn to Rick Riordan. They're my comfort. They're my comfort reads. If I'm having a bad day and I don't necessarily want to pick up a book, I will go to YouTube and watch my favorite YouTubers, or I'll watch Bake Off. I love Bake Off. I will watch a cooking show that I enjoy. I recently binge watched Tournament Champions. So I just watch cooking. I don't cook or bake. I just watch cooking and baking. That's kind of my comfort thing. Number 3 is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Of course I know what this is. By Eric Carle. Which books /series/character sparked your hunger for reading? I think the books that started everything for me, my earliest reading memories was Goosebumps. I absolutely loved Goosebumps growing up. I'm definitely into horror now. So I think my love of horror books and my love of paranormal really started with the Goosebumps series. That's what I read as a child growing up. And that moved on into Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, eventually Twilight. And then it's moved on to more complicated things past Twilight and Harry Potter and Percy Jackson. But I always go back to Percy Jackson because it is my comfort reads. And I would like to reread some of the Goosebumps books at some point, but we'll see about that. Number 4 is Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. Of course, I know what this one is. What's the most unusual book you've ever read? I think the most unusual book I've ever read is the Immortal, which is by I.L. Rock, I believe. Rock is his last name. This is probably the worst book I've ever read. I have talked about this multiple times about, I did a reaction video recently, and where I hauled that book, and then I was like, this was the worst book I ever read. Maybe I'll link in the description to wrap up when I talk about that book. I think I read that book and for like a vlog where I was reading these books will self-destruct kind of thing. That book it's just bad. It was about this scientist who was trying to figure out immortality. One night the animals that he was testing on attacked him, and then he nearly dies, and then his scientist people were like, we don't want him to die, so we're going to, none of this had been tested on humans at this point, we're going to do it on him, and we're going to make him immortal. We don't know if we're going to save him. He could be in a vegetable state forever, because they could make him immortal, but he would be in a vegetable state forever. And then it had something to do with the Christian church. No. No, it was weird. I didn't like it. It was the worst thing I have ever read. There's like 4 reviews on Goodreads, for it, and, it's just, I think it has like a 2 point something on there. I don't even know what it has on there. It's so weird. I picked it up from a Goodwill, by the way. If you're wondering where I got this book, got it from Goodwill. Number 5 is Where the Wild Things Are. This was another thing our theater troupe did. By Maurice Sendak. What is your favorite book featuring the natural world? Goes, okay, Fae. I haven't really read books with Fae in them. Okay. Another thing that just popped in my head, because I see books that he mentioned was Prince Caspian. So I guess that sort of has it's mainly set in woods, is my reasoning. I really enjoyed The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. That's another book that I enjoyed as a child. So I think I'd choose that. It's mainly set in the woods, and there's magic to it as well. So Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is what I choose. Although Prince Caspian is a good choice too. I did enjoy Prince Caspian, but I think I enjoyed The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe just a little bit more. Goodnight Moon is the next one by Margaret Wise Brown and illustrated I guess by Margaret Wise Brown too. Do you read at bedtime? Do you read to someone else at bedtime? Did anyone ever read to you at bedtime? When it came to when I was a child, I do not have children to read to. I don't have a partner or anything to read to either. I asked my parents to read me to, but it really wasn't something set. My parents, my mom in particular, doesn't like reading because it makes her sleepy, and my dad, doesn't read fiction. He reads more nonfiction, more than anything. So as a child, it was myself that got myself into reading more than anything. Sometimes my mom would read me something, but it wasn't too often. I do read around bedtime. I have been starting this 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening kind of deal of reading. So, yeah, it's been great. Just to make sure I get some reading done in the day. Number 7, Guess How Much I Love You, by Sam Bratney and illustrated by Anita Jerem. Who had the biggest influence on you as a reader? I guess it would be my elementary school librarian who, Miss Crawford. I guess she would have been my biggest influence, although it would just be kind of me, again, or something that was a big influence on me as a child was Accelerated Reader program, where we got points for reading. You had to read the book, take tests, and then you got points based off of how many questions you got correct. That was a big influence into me reading a whole lot. It wasn't necessarily a person. I do have a video up, and I think it's one of the funniest stories I have of my childhood. And it was the fact, it's called that I read Harry Potter out of order for pizza. And that was because of the Accelerated Reader program that I went. One of the biggest books, one of the most points, was Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. So I read, this is insanity how I read the Harry Potter series. First book I read was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Then I read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, and then I read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, then I read Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and then I read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban. I completely messed that whole series up. I was very confused. Do not recommend, I recommend you watching the video, but do not recommend reading the books out of order that badly. Do not start with book 5 of a series. Anyways, and the last one is The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Which book or set of books would you give to an emerging reader? I would give, obviously, my favorite, I would give the Percy Jackson series, because I think that series is very relatable. That would be my first thought. I personally liked the Goosebumps book as a child, but those definitely aren't for everybody. I don't know. I guess that my love would be Percy Jackson. My first thought, Percy Jackson, give them Rick Riordan, get them started. That's what I would give. Or which book have you given as a gift more than once? I don't know. I haven't really given books more than once. No. We'll just stick with my answer for what I would give to an emerging reader. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy this. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you are watching this and have not done this tag, you are now tagged. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Go be a good cabbage today. Do something kind for someone, even if that is for yourself, because self-care is important. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.